Welcome to Mama What's Next, a podcast for all the amazing women navigating the wonderful challenges of exploring a new version of yourself after becoming a mom. I'm your host, Melly, and together with my incredible guests, I'm here to help you explore who you are now and help guide you to your true path, one that feels authentic and fulfilling at the same time. Motherhood changes everything, yes. It's beautiful, transformative, and sometimes it pulls us away from the woman we were. Together we dive into career change stories and how to live a life that truly reflects who we are without guilt and with the courage to embrace your journey. So get yourself a coffee, steal a moment for yourself, and let's explore this next chapter of your life. I am super happy that you're here. Welcome. Hello and welcome back, beautiful people. I am so happy you're listening. I want to tell you a little story about why I'm doing this whole thing about helping women find more meaningful work and how that has happened for me, actually. Because as long as I can remember, my life has always been chasing more meaning and more fun. Well, people who know me would actually say it's been about the fun in my work, and I always had to enjoy what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, if I look back at all the different roles and jobs I've done over the past, I realized more and more it's been about finding meaning in my work. And no matter if that was, working with fancy, exciting, cool brands many years ago, when I, sold expensive watches to people and I created experiences for people. And that was the kind of meaning that I created. I wanted to, put together experiences that make you feel certain things, that make you feel a brand and a brand world and make a brand really come to life. When I worked in the beauty industry, it was very much about making women feel beautiful. And there was a time when I was even considering moving into a stylist and makeup role because it was my desire. I really wanted to help women with their style and feel more comfortable and, happier with whatever they were wearing. And I had experienced over the time many women did not find it quite as easy as I do to put on something comfortable and nice and cool that, they feel really happy with. So I didn't take that path at the end of the day, but it's always been something where I have really tried to create and find meaning in all the work that I've been doing. And that also made me move out of the, cosmetics industry and actually enter the nonprofit and charity work where I worked with large nonprofits, and we did fundraising activities and fundraising campaigns online for well-known charities in Australia. And that was my new path of finding meaning in my world and in my work life. And mostly though, it's always felt wrong to me to get stuck in a job that made me feel miserable, because maybe it was sheer luck, maybe it was just sheer stubbornness. I don't know, I cannot tell you, but I've always been working a lot in my life. And I think I had my first job when I was 13 as a newspaper girl. And when I was 15, I cleaned supermarkets and supermarket toilets. My most glamorous job of all. And when I moved out with 17, 18, I did a vocational training at a big law office for 3 years. And while I was doing that, I also worked on weekends in a sun studio and doing waitressing. But in all honesty, most of these jobs, I really loved doing them. And I really had fun going there, meeting the people. And then it always became a problem when I actually didn't enjoy working with the people and I didn't enjoy my work anymore. Then I just had to leave. And I realized, because I didn't make such a big deal out of it, maybe that's why it was also quite easy to kind of hop from one thing to the next. And maybe it was luck. Maybe I attracted these kinds of opportunities, but I had some really amazing opportunities and worked already before I went into my marketing career. I worked across promotions and events marketing, and I worked for event organizers and promoted, products in bars, restaurants, at events, at clubs. And it was fun. It was so much fun. And I even one time got flown by a big, large German telecommunications provider. They flew us across to London to be hostesses for a Black Eyed Peas concert. So, I really was quite lucky attracting all these amazing, fun experiences. And I've always been very, very grateful and appreciative of these experiences. But at the same time, I feel it was really, really difficult for me to stick to things when they were not fun, when I didn't enjoy doing the work. Because at the end of the day, I always thought to myself, life is hard enough as it is. And when I already have to work so much to get by, at least the work has to be fun. And at the end of the day, you don't know how much time you get to live a fun, inspired life. And we all know most people don't regret the things they did in life. They end up regretting what they didn't do. And whether that's moving to a new place or switching careers or just trying something completely new and taking a risk. And essentially that's why I'm also doing this here now. I want women, and especially moms, to feel like there is a fulfilled, inspired life outside of their family, and that it's reachable if they want it. So if I can help make that path a little bit easier, even just for one person, I feel I've done something right here. So through our conversations here, I'm hoping to inspire you to step out of your comfort zone, and try something new. Hey, it's Melly from Mama What's Next, and thank you so much for listening today. Did you know we actually have a free membership at mamawhatsnext.com, where you can connect with like-minded moms and find tools to help you navigate your next steps with confidence. And if you ever feel like you need a little more personal guidance to help you figure out what comes next for you, I am here to support you one-on-one as well. I know what it's like to feel you've lost yourself, to start from zero in a new country, pivoting and transforming a career. I have done it several times alone as a single mom across 4 countries. And I would love nothing more than helping you rediscover yourself, see your potential, and build a work life that feels aligned with who you truly are. So if that sounds like something you'd love, come and visit me at mamawhatsnext.com. I'd love to hear from you. Like many of us, my path as a mom wasn't quite that easy. After my daughter was born, I had a great marketing career, and it's always fulfilled me. Even though I was looking for new opportunities and, promotions and being able to grow within the roles that I took on. But when I became a mom, I became a stay-at-home mom because I realized this time with my daughter was so precious. And I still would say it's been the best freaking amazing time of my whole life. And my life has been pretty freaking amazing. But my pregnancy and my first years with my daughter were just magical, really, really magical. And I loved spending time with her way, way, way more than I would have ever expected. It actually made me stop for the first time in my life, because I was always a doer, doing things, making things happen. I could barely sit still. And she actually made me stop, and she grounded me, and my whole perspective on life and why we're here, everything shifted once again. And at the time, I worked on a passion project. I was developing and designing shoes in Italy, but I knew eventually I had to start going back to the corporate world. And so I was sitting at my desk and felt so uninspired applying for marketing roles. I just realized I can't do this anymore, not in the way I had been doing it in the past. I needed something more meaningful, something more exciting, something that would allow me to be of service to people, to society in a different kind of way. But I just didn't know where to even start. So I was going through different books and courses, and eventually landed on a career book that's called What Color is Your Parachute? And that really helped me. It really made me work through all the big questions, everything. It's like a really intense piece of work. For a few months, I took a deep dive into my skills, all my jobs, everything that I loved in the roles that I was doing, everything that I didn't like, the kind of people that I worked with. And I spent, quite a few months going through all the material. And I realized I was still very, very passionate about working with fun and dynamic companies. So I knew the kind of company that I would want to work with. And I wanted it to be a company and a place that matched my energy and my values. And I discovered CSR, corporate social responsibility, which was a little bit scary because I had no idea, but it just sounded so amazing. And I think for everybody, meaningful work is something so completely different. And for me, finding that role was like winning the lottery. And I honestly have to say, still to this day, I still carry this in my heart, because it's been work that has challenged me pretty much daily, and it has given me so much opportunity to support people, to engage people, to motivate employees across a whole company, to motivate people, partners, key accounts that we worked with, and educate them, engage them, build meaningful sustainability programs with them, sustainable advertising campaigns, create responsible marketing campaigns. It was truly amazing, I have to say. And I really feel everybody that has this kind of crossroads, particularly moms, when they're facing this kind of crossroads, once they've had children, and usually that happens a few years in after you realize, well, you've kind of spent some time with your child like I did for the first 2-3 years. And then you kind of have to go back to work life. Usually, generally that's the case. And you have to figure out what you're going to make of your work life and what it has to mean to you. And for some For some women, that is really just a job, and they just want some money coming in, and they just want some peace and some comfort. And that's totally cool. That's totally fine. And for many, many others, they need something that gives them a new sense of purpose and new meaning. And that can look so different for everyone. I mean, sometimes you realize what you actually came here for is something completely different as a soul than what you've been doing for the last 20 years. And that's totally okay. I think, essentially we're here to grow and to expand constantly. And people worry so much about getting to the end destination. But at the end of the day, we have to remember that we're here not to get to the finish line. We're here not to get to a certain destination. We're here to expand and explore and stretch and grow. And this is why we're here, I believe. And that's what makes everything so beautiful and fun. And you know this saying, you need to stop to smell the roses. We keep forgetting. And that's why I think work, for me particularly, has to be fun, because this is not an end destination for me. I actually freaking love working. I love working. And I love getting together with people, creating projects, working together on creative concepts, building something out of nothing. It fascinates me. It excites me. I get so passionate about it, and bringing new brand worlds, new projects, new events to life. It's amazing. I love it. But I need it to be fun, because I actually live in the moment. Work for me is something that is not, for me, a destination I need to get to, like that dream goal, career, some position that I set out to achieve. I mean, maybe that was the case when I was 20, but I'm 46 and that ship has sailed a long time ago. My values and ideas about a meaningful work life are so completely, utterly different now. And that's happened a long, long time ago. And I feel it's important that we remember that this is actually the journey. The journey is to actually enjoy what we're here for, to enjoy what we're doing, and to remember that this is an exploration. Because if you start to realize that, then it becomes much less hard, You realize that it's an experience. You are experiencing life as a soul in this physical body now, here, that you're here on earth with. And you're here to explore yourself. You're here to discover yourself. And I think all the things that I had been judged for so many times, I'm always trying something new. I never can stick to anything. I'm always dropping the ball. Yada, 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 yada. Essentially, this has been my journey and my path of exploration. And if there's something that I really want to encourage you to do, then it's to look at it as a way of exploring yourself and creating yourself and experiencing yourself in a new way all the time. Changing roles and work and jobs and companies can be fun. It doesn't have to mean the end of the world if you lose your job, or if you realize, you don't like to work with your boss anymore, you need to quit because you need to start something new. Sometimes that can open a whole new chapter for you that gives you new opportunities, new experiences, and it can be so much fun if you actually look at it like this. And I think sometimes our ego gets in the way as well, looking at, maybe our peers that we have, our friends that we've known for a long time, and they have a certain status, they have a certain position. But at the end of the day, these things that people regret doing, the same regrets they have when the time is over, when we all have to leave this physical experience here, you're not going to worry about what title you had anymore. You're not going to worry anymore if you got the promotion, if your salary was high enough, if you had the fancy suit, and people looked at you thinking, oh, he or she made it. That's not what you're going to worry about. You're going to worry about if you fully explored yourself and experienced yourself, and if you really gave it all, if you really lived yourself fully and your life here. And otherwise you'll have this emptiness inside thinking, I wish I would have tried this. I wish I would have done this workshop. I wish I would have taken this course. I wish I would have done this yoga course to become a teacher, to do this as a side gig, maybe on the side, while otherwise also working in an administrative job. I keep meeting women all the time and especially women, we're different to men. Women are often multifaceted. We love to explore different ways of working and different things because we're creative beings. And I think society has given us a wrong idea of what work should look like. And in that sense, I actually feel it's great, the kind of shift that we're experiencing now and what we're going through in the world. I mean, it's not all without problems, of course, and there's also a downside. But I think the great thing about it is that things are being broken now and the light can shine in, and the solid path that everybody was meant to walk isn't quite there anymore. And maybe that's a good thing. And as you can hear, I'm always trying to look at things from a positive perspective. And because I truly think there is always a different way to look at things. And there's always new opportunities, even in economies and times that we live through right now, that people go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. These times always have winning companies. They always have winners. They always have companies that recruit many people. It's, you just have to figure out where and who that is. And there's always opportunities that you can create from an entrepreneurial kind of point of view, to create your own services and offers that help people in the world. So I think keep exploring, keep experiencing new things, keep trying new ways. So what I want to leave you with today is take this as a self-exploration journey. And finding meaning in your work is so deeply personal and transformative. It's important you align your values with what you want to do. And it's so important to step out of your comfort zone and pursue your passion projects and embrace everything, all the learning, all the growth that comes with it. Because you never know, all this exploring and discovering and journeying through new areas of work and new projects, new creative ideas can unlock a great sense of purpose and fulfillment that might lead to a new job or a new role that you wouldn't have even thought of. So dare to pursue your passions and dare to find meaning in just that one moment that you're learning a new skill, that you're attending a new course, and have fun. Have fun. That's the very important thing I want to leave you with today. And as always, I'm happy if you come back here to have a chat next week to Mama What's Next. I would love, 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 love if you subscribe to Mama What's Next. And even more so if you leave me a review, because every single review means so much to me and the topics I'm sharing and talking about, because they reach so many more people. And I really do want to reach more women so that they step out of their comfort zones to try new things, give things a go, find more meaning in their work, because it's so important that we lift our energy out of this sad, unhappy, Monday before coffee energy situation up into work is fun and enjoyable and meaningful. So thank you for listening today. I have enjoyed this conversation as always, and I'm happy if you're here with me next week again. Bye for now. All right, hello, and I'm so grateful you were here today, tuning in and showing up for yourself. If you love this episode, can I ask for a quick high five? Yes, that's right. Just hit that subscribe button at the top and leave me a review and share this episode with someone who could use a little inspiration today. Your support really means the world. Let's also give ourselves a big hug for showing up, being honest, and supporting each other on this incredible journey. Don't forget to check the show notes for links to connect with me on Instagram and LinkedIn. I'd really love to keep in touch. Until next time, keep being the incredible real you that the world needs. I'll see you back here soon. Bye.